Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. You joined me here in the living room on a Sunday afternoon. We had church this morning, and I just wanted to take the time now to share with you my top 3 favorite watches out of my current watch collection. Those of you who know me know that I've taken up a hobby for collecting watches. Right now, it's still in its infancy. I still don't know everything, but I like what I see and what I'm able to come across. I'd like to take up and share. There'll be one honorable mention, which will be today's wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Pagani Design 1751. Very proud of this little piece. It looks a lot like the Tudor Ranger. There's some points and prolific parts regarding this watch that's just like it. I love the simplicity of its design and the fact that it just tells the time tells the time accurately. It's got that Seiko NH35 movement that has worked so well with a lot of the watches that many other collectors seem to like. So with that wristwatch check out of the way, I'm probably going to do a review on this one of these days when I can find the time. But with that out of the way, I'm going to get into and share with you my top 3 favorite watches. Let's get into it. I found that watches can be an extension of a man's character. What you wear can be an expression of your personality. While it's said that clothes make the man and not the other way around, a watch can reflect your persona based on your values and what you find important as an individual. I'd like to think that I have gone through some unique personal experiences in my life which influences my choice of watch wear. These are my choices based on my unique life experiences. The first one is the Seiko SKX011. It's a 38mm automatic, a smaller sized watch for my smaller wrists. It's a non-hackable automatic with a lovely day and date function. It's sometimes hard to set the day and date, but I always find it's worth it when I look on it. I purchased this on eBay during a very difficult time for me professionally. There's some significance behind the Seiko itself and why this one is so dear to my heart. My father emigrated to Canada in the early 1970s when the government at the time, led by Pierre Elliott Trudeau, was looking for workers to boost the economy in those waning years. My father came up as a cook and laborer from the island of Jamaica, and his first watch was bought in New Brunswick, a Seiko. I would always wear it as a boy and marvel at its square-faced design. And when we moved out west, he worked for the city and they retired him with a gift of a Seiko for his years and years of service. Actually, that watch band that you see there was from his first watch, and he gifted it to me, and I had it installed on my Seiko as a reminder of where we came from as a family, where we're heading to, and what hard work can do for an individual and for those that follow that individual. I'll always treasure it, and it's a very important part of my collection. My second watch is a little bit bigger at 42mm. It's the Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic. This was a gift to myself after an intensive work sales year and my re-debut into my chosen profession as a risk management professional. Years back, I was laid off from my job of 15 years, and as a result, I felt lost and needing to get working again. I found myself starting at the bottom of the ladder at a different company in a different industry. After several months of proving myself, I became one of the top representatives in the region and racked up enough points to redeem as a gift. Around that time, I happened upon TGV's The Urban Gentry and picked up on his dialogue with watches. One of his subjects was the Hamilton Khaki King, which was a derivative of one of the watches that was in the gift catalog. I chose that watch and it began a love affair with watches. While the 42 millimeters is almost too big for my 7.5-inch wrists, it's thin enough to slip under the cuff for a formal event. It's also tough enough to take on the cold and the beatings in the field while on work appointments. And as the markings and the date function at that 3 o'clock position help define this as my go-to tool watch. The bracelet that you see there is the original bracelet, and I still haven't taken it off because there's something about it that adds to the character of this watch. It may not be the most beautiful item, but it gets the job done. It's effective. It has its unique characteristics and a unique beauty, and I respect that. The third and probably most important watch of my collection is the Citizen EcoDrive Titanium E100 K18434. This has special significance for me because of who it came from. My wife. This year will be 15 years since we were wed in holy matrimony, and the watch was a gift to me even before we were officially engaged. When she was studying in university, she put a little bit of money aside from her after-school job and sprung the watch as a surprise. It was during a time when 42 and 48 millimeter watches were all the rage, and everyone wanted to be a big timer with a big face watch to match. But my wife saw ahead at something and got something that was understated, classy, and elegant, so that the man made the watch. This 36 millimeter quartz automatic has Citizen's proprietary EcoDrive system, which charges through solar light but keeps us charged through constant human movement. As I played in the church orchestra, the piano, and the percussion, and occasionally with the guitar, this timepiece was always ticking. It also added elegance when I worked behind a desk in my secular job. There is significance about providence and perfect timing around this watch, and for a time it was the only watch I ever wore. Again, there's a story that needs to be told about my wife and I, our meeting, our courtship, and our wedding, but that's for another video. This watch, however, is a true testament and true treasure to me, a testament of faith on stepping out at the right time. So now you know my 3 favorite watches within my current watch collection. A collection that's always seems to be changing, because as we mature, things change. I'd love to hear what you think about the watches that have been presented here, and also about watches that make you tick. Yeah, I had to do that. Watches that you enjoy, that how you feel when you put those items on your wrist, and what you see when you look down at that watch face. Feel free to leave those comments in the comment description below. Any ideas that come to you regarding new content or different content, as I'd like to put out some stuff for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to spend the rest of the day with the family. You guys take care and have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.